everyone. Welcome to Adapted Aerobics with me, Miss Angie. Thank you for joining me this morning or afternoon or evening, whatever time of day it is for you. Yoga is great to do anytime. So we are going to get started in a comfortable seated position today. So option one, you can keep your legs crossed just like this, or you can take your feet out into like a little butterfly feet. So your feet are together, your knees are nice and wide. Or if your hips are really tight and your knees are uncomfortable in this position, you can always take your legs straight out. So the most important thing is we want to find a comfortable seat. So go ahead and get situated. Sit up nice and tall, no matter what position your legs are in. Maybe grab a hold of your knees if that's available. Awesome. So we are going to start by centering our breath today, doing a little belly breathing, just to get ourselves nice and centered before we start class. So you can keep your eyes open, or if you'd like to close them, that's awesome too. Really start focusing, or you can also take your hand, maybe place it on your belly, reminding yourself when you breathe in that your belly button pushes out, and as you exhale, your belly button goes back in. So let's take 5 breaths. Nice and calm, nice and slow. Big breath in and exhale. And again, breathe in. Good. And exhale. Breathe in. Awesome. And exhale. Breathe in and exhale. One more. Breathe in and exhale. Awesome job, you guys. Go ahead and keep those hands on those knees. We're going to do a couple seated cat-cow poses here. So we're going to take a big breath in. You're going to bend your elbows. You're going to pull yourself forward. Your chin's going to look up at the ceiling. Good. Arch that back. And you're going to exhale. You're going to lean back. Elbows come straight. You're going to look down at your belly button. Good. And again, pull it forward. Big breath in. Chin going up. And exhale. Round that back. Pull yourself back. Elbows straight. Look at your belly button. 2 more. Big breath in. Chin comes up. And exhale, round it back, look down at your belly button. 1 more time, pull yourself forward, chin goes up, inhale. And exhale all the way back, looking down at your belly button. Good. Sit up nice and tall, excellent. So we are going to do some leg stretches before we come to stand. We're going to leave that right leg in. We're going to extend that left leg nice and long. So we're going to make like a number 4. Awesome. Excellent. And your leg can be here. It's almost like a seated tree position too. It can come up here wherever you're comfortable. Just going to look kind of like a number 4. Excellent. So we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to reach up. And we're going to exhale forward. Hands either coming to thigh, calf, or if you're really flexible, you can reach for your toes. Either way, I would like you to look down at your knee. So look down at your knee, stretching out the low back all the way into your hamstring. Let's take 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Awesome. Slowly crawl your hands back up, and we're going to switch sides. So we're going to do a number 4 on the opposite side. Left leg long, right leg back. Good. Take a big breath in. And exhale forward. I think I said that backwards, right? Good. Whatever side you didn't do. Good, you guys. Stretch it forward. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Slowly curl those hands back. This time we're going to do a wide leg forward fold. So toes are up towards the ceiling, legs nice and wide like a V. You're going to take your hands forward and you're going to crawl them out to wherever you're at this morning, which it might just be here or here or a little farther. As far as you can go, just reach those fingers forward, crawl them forward, and then again, I'm going to have you take your nose down to the mat. So you're looking down at the mat. 3 breaths. This is an intense forward fold, getting into the inner thighs. Good. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And slowly, slowly crawl those hands back up. Excellent. We are going to make our way through tabletop position and then come into a mountain pose at the top of your mat. So you can come through tabletop, make your way up, nice and slow, no rush. Slowly roll all the way up. And we're going to meet in mountain pose. Awesome, you guys. Roll those shoulders up and back. Reach those fingers to the floor. Maybe turn your palms out in front. Nice and tall, working on your posture here. Excellent. We are going to start with 3 half sun salutations today to warm up the body. So go ahead and take a big breath in. Reach those arms up overhead. Maybe look up at your hands. Exhale, arms through a T. Bend those knees. Reach for those toes. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to knees, look up. Exhale, reach for those toes. Good. And again, big inhale, all the way up, reach up, look up. Exhale those arms through a T, forward fold, reach for those toes. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, reach for those toes. Inhale those arms all the way up, reach up, look up. And one more time, exhale, through arms through a T, bend those knees, reach for your toes, good. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, reach for those toes. Inhale those arms all the way up. And hands come through heart center. Good job, you guys. So we're going to add on, we're going to do 2 full sun salutations before going on to some poses. All right, so here we go. Big breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, bend those knees, reach for those toes. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, we're going to meet in tabletop position. So option 1, we're in tabletop. Option 2, you're going to crawl your hands out for supported plank. So I'm kind of leaning forward, knees, feet on the floor. Option 3, you can practice a full plank. Good. So from here, no matter where you're at, once you get to your plank table or supported plank, you're going to bend your elbows back. You're going to pretend like you're going to kiss your mat, or your nose is going to come to your mat. You're going to pull your hips forward, and we're going to push up to up dog or seal pose. I know you guys like to call it seal pose. So up dog. We're going to come back through tabletop. Option 1, you can bend your elbows like this for a supported down dog, or you can keep your arms flat and just lift up your legs. Another version. tabletop and you're going to curl those toes and come into a full down dog for 3 breaths. So no matter where you're at, let's take 3 breaths. Breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale, breathe in, exhale, bend those knees, slowly walk those feet up towards your hands, stay in forward fold, inhale, halfway lift, look up, exhale, reach for those toes, inhale those arms all the way up, reach up, look up, and we're going to go one more time. Exhale those arms through a T, bend those knees, reach for those toes. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, reach for those toes, tabletop. Option 1, option 2, supported plank, crawl your hands out. Option 3, full plank. Good. Once you get there, you're going to bend those elbows. We're going to bring our nose to the mat and push up to up dog. Excellent. Good. Come back through tabletop. Stay here or push up to down dog or do your supported down dog. We're going to take 3 breaths in down dog no matter where you're at. Breathe in. Breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Good. Bend those knees, walk those feet towards your hands. Forward fold. This time maybe grab elbows. Give yourself a little swing, pulling down your low back a little bit for a good stretch. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly roll all the way back up to stand. Back to mountain pose. Nice and tall. Roll those shoulders up and back again, all the way down. Good. Let's take 3 breaths in mountain pose. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Good. We are going to take a step back into Warrior 1. Our right foot is going to come back. Good. So your feet are in 2 lanes of traffic. Excellent. Left leg on one side, right leg on the other. So you get a good, stable balance here. You just want to make sure your front knee is bent. So keep a good bend in that knee. You don't have to go too far. I don't want your knee coming over your toes, but we don't want it up here. So make sure it's at least bent. Good. You're going to reach your arms up. We're going to take 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good. And breathe out. Awesome. We are going to open up to a Warrior 2. So I'm going to bring my arms like an airplane. I'm going to take a little bit of more of a step back with my back foot. A little wider. Good. So now we're like an airplane. 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome. We're going to bend that front arm. We're going to hook it on the top of our thigh. Bring our back arm up and over like a rainbow for 3 breaths. Side angle. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Awesome, you guys. Come back to warrior two. We're going to straighten that front leg. Still keep a slight bend in that front knee. We're going to reach that arm forward like someone's grabbing us. And we're going to place it down on our calf and come up to triangle. Back arm goes straight, or you can have it on your hip if your shoulders are a little tight. Good. 2 more breaths. Excellent. Bend that front knee again. Come back through warrior two. Awesome. And we're going to meet in mountain pose. Take a step forward or walk it forward. We'll meet back in mountain. Awesome, you guys. So we're going to do the other side. We're going to take our left leg. We're going to step it back for warrior one. We're going to reach those arms up. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Excellent. We're going to slowly open up to warrior two. Maybe adjust your feet. Maybe take a little extra step back with that back leg. Looking over your front fingers. Check your knee. Make sure it's not too forward. Make sure it does have a bend in it though. 2 more breaths. Awesome. Good. Bend that front arm, and we're gonna hook it on the top of our thigh. Bring our back arm up and back like a rainbow. 3 breaths, side angle pose. Good job. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 1 more, breathe in and breathe out. Excellent. Come back to warrior two, nice and slow. We're gonna reach it forward, straighten that front leg, and we're gonna come down to triangle. Again, your top arm can be up all the way up towards the ceiling, or bring it back to your hip if your shoulder's a little tight today. Make sure you still have a slight bend in that front knee, hanging on either to your thigh or your calf. See if you can look up at the ceiling for a second, right? 2 more breaths, you got it. Good job. And bend that front knee, come back through warrior two, and we're gonna step it forward back to mountain pose. Good, arms come down. Let's take 3 breaths in mountain pose. So readjust your posture, roll those shoulders up and down, reach those fingers towards the floor, head nice and straight, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Good job, you guys. I'm going to face you. So we are going to practice chair pose. So what I want you to do is your feet are together, and we're going to pretend like we're sitting in a chair. So you're going to really bend those knees, your booty's going out, just like you're sitting in a chair. I guess I will, maybe I'll turn to the side. There we go. And then your arms are going to come up. You can bring your arms here, straight in front, or you can bring them up, elbows by your ears, hold them up. We're going to take 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, and breathe out. Good. We are going to stay in chair pose and do a little twist. We're going to take that right hand and we're going to place it on the outside of our left knee, and we're going to see if we can reach up that left arm. Good, yes. 2 breaths, you got it. Awesome. And let's slowly come back through center. We're going to switch sides. Left hand on the outside of that right knee. See if you can lift up that right arm. And it doesn't have to come up too high. It can come here. It can go flat like this. 90 degrees, whatever feels good. And come back through center. Stand up nice and tall. Reach all the way up. Good. Now I'll face you guys. Let's take our right hand, grab our left wrist, slowly come over for crescent pose. And take it to the other side. Good. And reach all the way up, big stretch, look up. And hands come down. Awesome. Okay, so we are going to practice tree pose, a little balance. So you're going to take your right foot and you're going to lift your heel. And you're going to see if you can hook your heel on to your left ankle. Option 1. Hands come to heart center. Hands can go all the way up like a pine tree, or you can be like an oak tree and have different branches. So it's your individual special tree. So you can pick wherever your arms want to go. You might want to sway because tree sways in the breeze, right? When it's windy, you can be a moving tree. Good. So option 1, right here. Option 2, you want to try to hook your toes on top of your foot. And eventually, I know some of you guys already do this, and you slowly work your foot up. Awesome. Let's take one more breath. Good. And feet together. Let's take a big stretch. Breathe in, look up. Exhale those arms down. Good job. Let's try the other side. The other side might feel better, might be a little more wobbly. Every side is different. So we're going to lift up that left heel, hook it on to that right ankle. Option 1. And again, pick your branches. Any branches will work. Good. Option 2. When you're ready, if you would like, you stay here, or if you want to try to take your foot on top of the other foot. And then some of you who graduated to option 3, go ahead and lift up. Good job. One more breath. And place that foot down. Big breath in, reach up, look up. Exhale, we're going to forward fold. Bend those knees a lot, making your way all the way down to a seated position. Good. So we are going to do a little core work, which is our boat. So go ahead and plant your feet down, knees to the ceiling. Excellent. We're going to take our hands, put them on the floor, supporting our back. Then we're going to lean back a little bit. Good. You can even hang on to your knees too. So now we're in kind of like a slanted position, right? So you should already feel your core starting to get active. So option 1 is to stay here. You can hang on to your knees. Just keep your arms straight so you don't want to bend. See if you can at least straighten your arms so you're leaning back so your abs and your core muscles are engaged. So we are going to lift up our right leg. Good. So option 1, lift up one leg. Option 2, lift the other. Or option 3, we're going to lift up both. And then we're going to row. So if you're going to start with one, we're going to do it 3 times. So you're going to, if you want to start with one leg at a time, that's awesome. So wherever you're at, go ahead and lean back. I'm going to lift my feet up. And we're going to row. We're going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hug those knees in. Give them a squeeze. Good. So we're going to do that 2 more times. Feet back on the floor. Good. Lean back. So option 1 to stay here and row. Option 2 is to lift up the other foot if you did one at a time, or both feet. So here we go. I'm going to lift up and we're going to row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring those knees in, give them a hug. Good. All right, one more time. Plant those feet flat, lean it back. Get your feet how you're gonna go. And if you did both sides already, one and the other, that's okay. How about when we count to 5, you just switch feet? So that way we can be even. All right, ready? Get your feet where you are. And we're gonna row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Switch feet if you need to. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross it in. Hug those knees. Good job. Good job, you guys. All right, we are going to roll onto our backs. Give yourself a squeeze. Maybe rock from side to side. We are going to plant our feet flat so our knees are up towards the ceiling. We're going to take our right leg and we're going to cross it over our left, doing our number 4s on our back. So once we get our right leg over, we're going to take our right hand and gently push into the tops of our thighs to open that hip a little more. 3 breaths here. Good. This is what we also call pigeon on our back, our pigeon pose. And let's nice and slowly switch sides. So plant that right foot back, pick up that left one, cross it over, gently take that left hand, push it into the top of the thigh, opening up that hip. Make sure you're still breathing, belly breaths. Put your hand on your belly, remind you to breathe. Big breath in, belly comes up. And exhale, belly comes down. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Maybe see if you can bring your nose up to your knees. Good. We're going to roll all the way back down and we're going to come into yoga rest. So bring those legs nice and long, arms to your sides, and we are going to breathe. Maybe keep one hand on your belly to remind yourself about your belly breathing. Close your eyes, let it all go, and relax. When you're ready, slowly start wiggling those toes. Wiggle those fingers, maybe roll out your wrists. Let's reach our arms up overhead. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. And again, big breath in. And exhale it out. Good. Slowly hug those knees into your chest. Taking your time, we're going to roll to one side. You're going to take 2 breaths on your side. Awesome. And when you're ready, slowly, slowly push your way all the way up back to a seated position, just like we started class. Take your time, no rush. Once you get there, we're going to meet with our hands in front of our hearts. We're going to bring our thumb knuckles up to the center of our forehead, our third eye, and we'll bow to each other. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope that felt good. It felt really great to me, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you. Namaste.